Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Haider Ali Himatwala and I am a student of Rayan School. Whenever I come, I bring a new interview. I interview with AI chatbot and ask him questions. So let's start.
Hi there, Malik.
Hello, I want to ask you some questions. What does time management really mean in daily life?
Time management, let's put it this way, it's basically how you juggle your hours to fit in everything you need and want to do. It's not just about cramming more tasks into a day, it's more about making sure you have time for the stuff that really matters to you. So, what are the things you want to make more time for?
Okay, my next question is why do you think most people struggle with managing their time?
I'd say a lot of the struggle comes down to good old human nature. We tend to underestimate how long things will take and we get distracted by, well, life. It's easy to put off the boring stuff or get lost in things that aren't really priorities. So, what usually sidetracks you?
Okay, my next question is how can someone start improving their time management for today?
Well, it's all about taking that first small step. So maybe just picking one thing you really want to get done today and actually doing it. Then you build momentum from there. So let's start right now. What's one thing you want to knock out today?
Okay, my next question is what are the biggest time wasters in our daily routine?
Yeah, there's definitely one big bandit out there, and it's probably no surprise. It's distractions. Those little things like your phone, unscheduled social media scrolls, or just random things popping up. They steal chunks of time before you even notice. So, would you catch yourself getting distracted by the most?
Amazing. My next question is how important is planning your day in advance?
Oh, it's super important. Like laying out a game plan before you jump into the day can really make a difference. So instead of waking up and reacting to whatever comes your way, you've got a roadmap and then you can actually carve out time for the stuff that matters to you. So do you usually plan your day in advance or do you just kind of wing it?
Okay, my next question is can you share a simple daily routine that helps manage time better? My next question is can you share a simple daily routine that helps manage time better?
Absolutely. Let's keep it super simple. Start your day by picking your top three priorities, just three things that you really want to get done. Then tackle those first before all the other noise creeps in. After that, you can be a little more flexible with your time. So, what's one priority you'd put on your list for tomorrow?
Okay, my next question is how should the student manage time between study, family and rest?
I'd say it's all about striking that balance and actually giving yourself permission to prioritize rest just as much as you do your family and studies. So maybe setting clear boundaries, like having a specific time in the evening when you've shut the books and just hang out with your family, or making sure to carve out some downtime so you don't burn out. What time of day do you usually find it easiest to unwind?
Okay, my next question is what role does discipline play in time management?
Discipline is definitely one of those unsung heroes of time management. What's like the quiet engine that keeps everything on track. So when you've got that self-discipline to stick to your plan, even when distractions pop up or you're tempted to procrastinate, you're basically giving yourself the gift of more freedom and less stress later on. So what's one area where you'd like to build a bit more discipline into your routine?
Okay, nice. My next question is how can we avoid procrastination in daily life, in daily tasks?
So the secret sauce here is to make those tasks a bit more enjoyable or to pair them with something that you like. For example, if you dread doing a certain chore, maybe you listen to your favorite music or a podcast while you do it. It's all about making the effort feel a little less like a chore. So is there a daily task that you find especially dull that we could try and make a bit more fun for you?
Okay, my next question is Is multitasking good or bad for time managing? Why?
Multitasking gets a lot of hype, but honestly, it tends to be a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can feel like you're getting a lot done at once, but on the other, it can actually split your focus and make tasks take longer or lead to mistakes. So it's usually better to focus on one thing at a time when it's something important. What's one thing you often find yourself multitasking with?
Okay, nice. My next question is how much time should we give to a rest and breaks?
I love that you're asking about rest and breaks because they're so crucial. Really, giving yourself short breaks every hour or so can do wonders for your focus and energy. And aiming for a solid amount of sleep at night, like 7 to 8 hours, is generally a great target. So, how much sleep do you usually get on an average night?
Okay, nice. My next question is what tools or habit help you manage time actively?
Habits are basically your best friends when it comes to managing time because once something becomes a habit, it's almost like your brain can do it on autopilot. You don't have to fight yourself to get started. So if you build a habit of, say, doing a quick 10-minute ID up each evening, eventually it just becomes second nature and saves you time in the long run. What's one small habit that you'd like to build into your daily routine?
Okay, nice. My next question is how can setting priorities change our daily productivity?
Well, setting priorities is a game changer because it helps you figure out what's truly important versus what's just noise. When you know your top priorities, you're way less likely to get sidetracked by less important tasks. So it makes your productivity more intentional and you're focusing your energy on what really matters. Do you have any big priorities right now that you're trying to focus on?
Okay, nice. My next question is what advice would you give to someone who always say I don't have time?
It's funny because a lot of us feel that way, like there's just never enough time in the day. But the advice I'd give is to do a quick time audit. Just track what you're doing for a day or two to see where your time actually goes. You'll probably spot a few little pockets of time that you can reclaim, and it can totally change your perspective. What's one thing that you think might be eating up more time than you realized?
Okay, nice. My next question is how does good time management improve mental peace and success in life?
Oh, absolutely. Good time management can be a total game changer for your mental peace. When you have a hand on your time, there's just less stress and less of that feeling of constantly racing against the clock. It also frees up mental space to focus on bigger goals and things that actually matter to you, which can lead to a greater sense of success. What's one area of your
Okay.
life where you'd love to feel a bit more in control of your time?
Okay, thank you so much. So, viewers, this is our
You-
interview and amazing interview. I will meet next interview. So, Allah Hafiz.